Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm going to teach you how I took $2,500 and turned it into a seven-figure business. Follow along. This is where it all started, inside our first home. We no longer live here anymore, but I had to come back to show it to you guys. We had just had our fourth child. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had gone back to teaching for a little bit and realized that's not what I wanted to do anymore. So I told my husband my idea, and he thought I was absolutely crazy. So I went ahead and got a retail license, which I'll go more in depth on my next video about the steps you need to take in order to have a legal business. And I started ordering inventory and having it shipped to our home. Like I said, I only had $2,500 to start with, so I started out with 2 clothing racks and put them in the landing of our home. I was so proud when I added a 3rd rack. With my photography background, I called on some friends and started having photo shoots in our bedroom. This was in 2014, so there weren't very many boutiques, and word got out what I was doing, and I started having parties inside our home. This is right in our living room. I quickly ran out of room in our house, and I told my husband that I thought I needed to open a storefront. Again, he thought I was absolutely crazy and did not support my idea. So what did I do? I started looking for space to open my first storefront. I found this darling little house on a busy road in our town, and I went and looked at it and signed a contract without talking to my husband first. I knew right away that this was the place to start, and I'm so glad I did. I got the keys on April 15th, 2015, and started planning for our grand opening. I got most of my furniture and fixtures at IKEA. And even though my husband still wasn't 100% on board, he helped me get everything ready for grand opening. There were some hiccups along the way, and we didn't get our sign hung until the day before. This is what our inventory room looked like. It was such a mess, and we had no processes in place yet. We had this room for our kids, and they spent a lot of time there as we worked day in and day out to get the store ready. I was so proud of our dressing rooms, just some piping and curtains. I didn't know what to expect, but I had the best support system show up and support my boutique. I was blown away. We had invested an additional $10,000 to get the first storefront ready, and in that day, our sales were $15,000. Here's some pictures we did inside to give you a better idea of what the inside of the store looked like. So in that first year, we realized that we were going to need more space. We were busy, we were hitting numbers that I never expected, and so I started looking for a bigger storefront. Of course, I fell in love with the oldest building in Brownsburg. I signed a 3-year lease. This was a motorcycle shop before me, and it needed a lot of work. So first up, we ripped up the carpet and added all new floors. The space downstairs is about 1,500 square feet, and I love it. The brick wall, the charm of the old building, the layout, it's all so good. And here is my sweet grandma, Ella Mae Johan. She's the one I named the store after. So we now have been in this space since 2017, and we love it here. We acquired the upstairs, which is an additional 1,500 square feet. Up here is where we process all of our inventory. We also have our photographer up here. She has her own studio for her photo shoots, and then we do photo shoots with her every Wednesday. She's also been with me since we were in this small little house. So follow along. I'll show you all the ins and outs of our business, and I will try to help you start your own dream job.